Okay, so we're going back to which story?
We decided to climb
The Sego Lily story? Okay.
So we climbed the mountain together, and I remember Margie became very amazed that when you reached the summit of the mountain you're working on, there was usually another summit, and then another one behind that one that appeared as you got to the top of the summit. So
That's why the song goes, "Climb every mountain."
I can remember that I took notice that she didn't know that the first summit you come to would be the one. So we kept going up till we finally got to the top of this mountain. When you got to the top of the mountain, you could see down in the valley, and we could see the Salt Lake Valley down below us. And I taught her to find a Sego Lily and eat that, and then we had our first kiss up on top of the mountain. So that, we always
Ooh, how
remembered our first
romantic.
kiss, 'cause that was on top of that mountain.
Wow. That's a good story. I hadn't heard that story. I heard the Sego Lily before, but I don't think I ever heard that was when you had your first kiss with
And
Mom.
you heard the one where Grandma lets go of her pack and lets it roll to the bottom of the.
That was on the honeymoon, yeah. Yeah, and
That was not
the
on honeymoon.
Yellowstone.
No, that was after Holly was born.
Really?
It was
I thought it was on your honeymoon at
It was a
Yellowstone.
baby moon.
We didn't go to the honeymoon in Yellowstone. We went up to the.
This was the second honeymoon to the Yellowstone.
Oh,
where
a
did you
second
go on
honeymoon.
your
Holly was about 6 months old, and we left her with Aunt Gay, and we went on a vacation with our friends that were about to split up.
Zabusts?
No, it wasn't
No?
abuse. It was Jeannie and what was his last
Lynn.
name? Huh?
Jeannie and Lynn.
And yeah, Jeannie and Lynn. They were from our ward, and they broke up anyway. They didn't.
And I thought this place was the most romantic place I'd ever been in my whole life, because it was called 7 Mile Hole. It was down at the bottom of the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone.
Yeah.
And so you had to go along the top of the canyon for about 4 miles through the forest and 3 miles straight down.
Wow. You guys were in good shape.
And when we and so we took
Grandma.
this other couple with us
Rubs her forehead
because
over
we
there.
were gonna teach them how to get along with each other and maybe save their marriage.
Well, that's a 14-mile round trip hike. I can't do that. I don't know if I could ever do that.
And it wasn't in a day. You couldn't do it in a day.
Yeah.
When we came out, we made it just to the top of the canyon and we laid down and slept on the trail.
Yeah.
Which wasn't a very smart place to sleep.
I mean, I did a Boy Scout 20-miler, but I did it in the desert in the salt flats, and it was all flat, and it was really hot, but 20 miles is a long way to walk.
It's a long way to walk. But something's going to happen.
this was
You're either
only-
going to be forced together or forced apart.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a good test.
When we went
Big
through the
test.
forest, if you went through the forest about halfway through, you'd come to the edge of the canyon.
Mm-hmm.
And we came to the edge of the Grand Canyon, and she, for the first time, saw where we were going. and when she looked down into that Grand Canyon, she says, "We're going down there." I said, "Yeah, that's where we're going. Fishing rivers down there." And she said, "We're going down there." And I says, "Yes." And so she took her pack off and threw it over the edge. She didn't tell me she thought that we were going directly down there and she was going to get the pack at the bottom. But there was no way of getting back up to that part.
You thought maybe you were going to get that pack back?
So,
I didn't care. I didn't want to carry it.
so her sleeping bag and the fishing gear
Imagine Mom
were
be that
gone.
Wow.
opinionated, can
And
Are you sure she wasn't a redhead?
but anyway, at that place, at that time, the canyon was so remote and so far away that only about maybe 5 to 10 people ever got down there in a whole year.
Mm.
And so if you
Good
went
fishing.
down there, there was a trailhead book. You had to sign in at the book so they would know you were down there.
Know where you
In
died.
case you didn't come back.
Yeah. Know where to bury you.
But you could see the name of every person who went down there. There were only about 5 to 10 people a year who went down there.
They should have instituted that in Alaska when Devin's sister lost her husband.
Yeah, there are places where you should do that.
Yeah.
She lost him in the canyon?
He went out for a hike and never came back. They think a bear
He
maybe
used
got
to
him.
go solo camping a lot. It was not an unusual thing.
Hmm.
Who was this
Um,
person?
How long have they?
Devin's sister's husband.
Okay, okay.
And when he didn't come back when he was supposed to. It's been several years. I think they found his campsite and his journal that said he was going down this trail for water. They
But they found a lot of bear scat down the trail.
and
So
Oh, dear.
they didn't find his remains until the next spring or something.
Oh.
hmm.
And was it a bear attack?
I don't remember.
they think it was. They think it was either a grizzly or a black bear.
Uh-huh.
That's what she told me anyway.
However,
But
the most Danish animals out there are the moose and the elk. They're not the bears.
Yes, the moose are the most dangerous in Alaska too.
Paige
That was
and I
vicious.
watched
That's
a
where
movie.
the talk about was
A movie this last little while about it's a real story about a husband and wife that are separated,
Hmm.
but he comes back for Christmas because he wants to be by the kids and that. So he's actually staying at her brother's house, but he really wanted to recreate one of their favorite memories for them, the mom and the dad, to go on a snowmobile. And they got stuck up there, and it's a story about what happened.
Who was this?
It's a movie, a true story that was made into a movie. I won't give any more spoiler alerts, so you can see what happens if you watch it.
What's the movie called? Do you know?
The Schumann, the somebody and somebody Schumann story. I think their last name was Schumann.
Okay.
So maybe
S
Tony. and-
SCHUMAN.
I think so, but Paige
Schumann.
will tell you for sure.
Okay.
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 Well, also, I need to tell the grandkids about what that painting is.
About the Santa
That
painting?
picture, if they don't know.
Okay,
You
let me-
grab kid.
Let me show you the picture here.
It's
Okay,
for
here's-
grandkids
here's the picture.
particularly.
Okay.
The one up on the curved picture up there.
All right.
Are we
Maurice,
talking
do you know
about the
what
Santa
that
picture
picture
or
is?
the other picture?
The other one,
The other one, David, not the Santa.
Oh, not the Santa picture.
not the Santa. The
Oh.
David's filming the Santa, and I'm like, that's not the one he's talking about.
This one. Okay.
Mary, do you know what that picture is?
I can't even see him.
That's David's. We can't find Dad's charger like that.
Oh, did you lose it?
We can't find it, can we?
That looks like. Is that a combine up there?
Yes, it is. It's the first combine that ever was in Cache Valley.
Ladies in heaven. Ladies in heaven.
Is it horse
Stay all day
drawn?
long if they'd like.
Well, either horse or ox team.
Okay.
I need my stroller out.
And the combine's on the far left, right?
Yeah.
After the horse team.
Well, there's
There's a couple of covered wagons
yeah,
with.
there's a couple of big
horses.
horse-drawn wagons.
Okay. So tell us the story now.